Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and today I'm going to ask you a question. What is actually better to have on your road test? A fast pre-trip or a slow pre-trip? Now, is this one of those things where, like you were told as a story, the tortoise always wins, or the tortoise beats the hare kind of thing? It's possible, but I'm going to kind of give you, from the examiner's point of view, which one's better, and then you can actually decide which one is best for you. So, from the examiner point of view, of course, we're going to like a fast pre-trip. Now, of course, we don't want super speed where we can't hear you, because now you're going to go crazy, and if we can't hear you as an examiner, we can't grade you, right? So if you don't tell us everything that we need to say, that we need to hear rather, then we can't give you credit for that item. However, we don't want a super slow pre-trip inspection, because that's just going to drag everything along, and people will start falling asleep. And if they start falling asleep, again, they can't hear you when they're sleeping, so they can't grade you either, right? So it's super important to make sure you do stay on the faster pace side if you want to make sure that you move along. Now, what actually happens in real life? So you're always going to have your extremes. You're going to have your people. I've had a guy who's done with his whole pre-trip inspection in about 10 minutes. Now, if you're done with your pre-trip inspection in about 10 minutes, you can pretty much guarantee that you did not go over nearly enough stuff and you pretty much failed your test, right? And now, I've also had people who've taken an hour and 20 minutes to go through the entire pre-trip inspection. And that was rough, because all I was doing was waiting along and I can't say anything. And there is no time limit on this thing as of now. So that being said, those extremes are no good, because that 1 hour and 20 minute guy does not know anything, and that's why he's nervous and he's just trying to stretch as much as he can, and he's going around the truck multiple times, and that can get annoying. That 10-minute guy doesn't know what he's doing. He'll just point and maybe talk about the items, not give the specific definition, and keep going. But if you're in that 30 to 40 minute range, then that means that you're pretty much going at a good amount of pace and you're kind of handling everything. The fastest guy that actually passed this test, I think it took about 25 minutes to go through the entire portion, and that was a guy that you knew that was going through the stuff. He was confident, he did his studying, and he was actually hitting every single point there. He actually didn't even have to complete the entire pre-trip inspection, because he accumulated enough points to pass the test itself, and we were able to breeze on by and go on to the next portion, which would be the parking skills, right? So to kind of give you an example, I had that one guy last week, and then the next test right after that, this guy took about an hour to do a Class B vehicle, which means it's a much smaller vehicle, and all he was doing is he was getting nervous, and he kept doing over and over and over again, and I just had to be patient, because my goal is to make sure that people pass. However, I cannot take the test for you as an examiner. Neither of our examiners are going to bend the rules, because we get audited by the state. We want to make sure that we are being full of integrity when it comes to the test itself. So it is super important that you are confident. Now, you might be saying, well, John, if it's better to be a little bit faster than slower, then how do I do it? So, speed comes with practice, just like anything else. When you first started to crawl, you were kind of slow. Then you got up and you walked a little bit. With more practice, you got faster, and then you started running. Same thing happens with the pre-trip inspection, and that just comes with practice. So if you want to practice, make sure you come to our school at CDLDrivingAcademy.com and check out our website, or you just give us a call, 908-525-3609, so we can actually walk you through our entire process, and we'll even explain how our guarantee training programs work. That's right, well, we can actually guarantee that you walk away with your CDL license. The pre-trip inspection is the hardest part of the entire test itself. Now, you get to go at the own speed that you want, but the more practice that you have, the more confident that you are when you go to the test. That means the more smooth everything kind of rolls. We know as examiners exactly who's stretching it, who knows what they've been saying, who's studying, who hasn't been studying, and who's just nervous. Those people who are nervous, we understand, those are your wild cards. Those are people who might know what they're talking about, but because of the nerves, their brain just goes blank, which is understandable, and we try to make sure that we create an environment for them where they can be less nervous. However, those people who are just trying to slack off and trying to squeeze their way through it, we can kind of tell. I mean, we do this every single day, so make sure you don't fall into that category. The easiest way to do that is study. Now, you might be saying, John, how do I study? There's so much things to study for. Well, the easiest and most simple thing that anybody can do, but most people don't, is all you got to do is study one item per day. There's going to be, I think last time I checked, about 90 items total, or 50 to 90 items, depending on the actual test that you're taking, if you just do 1 item per day or 2 items per day, and you build on that every single day, by the time you go for the test, it'll be a piece of cake because you know everything inside your body ingrained and you don't even have to worry about it. So if you are interested in learning how we actually teach people on the pre-trip inspection and how our students are able to pass so much and go through the test so much quicker, is through our actual pre-trip inspection script. That's something that we designed, that we have our property that we created to make sure that our students, no matter what background there is, if they know English, don't know English, whatever it is, if they follow our program, they're able to pass the pre-trip inspection. So one more time, give our team a call at 908-525-3609 or check out our website at cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com. Thanks. Have a great day. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.